Hi everyone, Aryan here. Welcome to this new video. Today we are going to create this section by using Bricks Builder and AutomaticCSS. Check the description of this video to know more about my setup. So let's start right away by going on our Bricks Builder, click on Section, click on the container, and with the container selected, plus button to add more elements, heading, basic text, and then I would go with 2 buttons. But before clicking on the buttons, I would add a block and then click the block and then plus button, and let's add our 2 buttons in this way. Okay, great. So the last thing is to click on section with the section selected, plus button, and let's add a new container. And inside of the container, we can add an image. So click on this container that we just created, plus button, and of course, search for image. Okay, I'm going to click on the image, select image. I already uploaded my image here, and then you can insert it. Perfect. So we have all the elements we needed to create the section. So let me go back to the Figma file and just start copy the content to make sure everything is in place. Oops. Okay, and then we have the button here, so click on the block here. Okay, make sure the block has vertical direction. Sorry, not vertical, horizontal direction. And we can also say, not this one, maybe it's this one. Yep. So align main axis to the center. And we can do the same also with the main container here. So click on the main container and just go and center it. Okay, so everything now is well centered. Great. So now we're clicking on the second container here. We are going to center this image too, and now as you can see, everything is correctly centered. So what we need to do now, we need to style very quickly the elements. So I'm not going to change the colors of those, like you can style it by clicking on it, of course, but let's say I want to add some spacing between the elements here, and with the container selected, okay, just go on row gap. I'm using AutomaticCSS, so I get those predefined spacing. Okay, so you can say XS, and then you can click on the block here, and with this block selected, column gap, I will go with XS or S as you wish. Let's say XS is fine, and then go on the main section. With the main section selected, you need to go on row gap. And with row gap here, just select XS or S or M. Let me see. I would go with an XL in this case. And as you can see, we already made the structure very quickly. Let's say I want those 2 elements, I want them close together. Okay, to do that, click on the heading, right click, wrap into a block. Okay, and open up the block and just click on basic text and push it inside of the block. Now, as you can see, they are both inside the block. So now in this case, I will click block again, direction vertical, and align cross axis center. Also make sure when on the text that you style it by going on typography and text align center, and also this one, text align center, just to make sure they're always centered on all devices. So now you can click the block and, go on content and say row gap. We can say like XS or S or whatever you want. Okay, let's say I'm going with XS in this case, and I would go and calculate calc parentheses, and I would divide this in 2 like that. Okay, and as you can see now, the spacing between these 2 elements it's different of the whole container. Click again on the container. Let's say I want to add more space here. So with the container selected, instead of XS, I would go with M, for example, and as you can see now we set it up our structure and everything is great. So let's say I want this image to touch the border here, so I want that no spacing is added here. It's very easy. Actually, you need to click on the section and then go on style, and here on style, layout and padding. As you can see, I have some default padding here in gray. I'm going to click on type 0, sorry. And as you can see now, the section is touching the border. Okay, so now we have basically the same result here. And yeah, so you need to style only the design here, the buttons or whatever, and you are done. So let's see the responsiveness of this. Everything is working fine, and as you can see, everything it's really looking great on mobile and desktop. Of course, you can set it up on, on mobile if you wish to have those buttons vertical, you can do that. Anyway, this looks really great also on mobile. Great. So I hope that the tutorial, guys, was useful. Of course, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment if you have any issue or questions, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.